Knock it off. I need something to take. I'm always out.
I will now perform my final kata form.
Alright, stop jumping around. Sit down. Seriously? Harper.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Denoted. Today we are doing Cherries, and obviously I made him disappear. There he is. He's back. We have a special guest, Sammy. Say hey, Sam.
Hey, Dal. Hey, Sam. Sorry.
So tell us more about yourself. No, kidding.
Yeah, God.
So let me know how the volume is. It should be a little bit easier to do. I'm going to try and make them as balanced as possible. Quick little shameless promote. If you want to subscribe to the Patreon, it's there. But more importantly, we have a Discord now. Look at this. It has the event details and everything for that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, if you want, you can join our Discord. The link is pinned. Yeah, so please join us there. We got, what, like 18 people so far or something?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people on there.
It's running.
You know, it just seems already to be working out so much better than the Facebook page as far as like just people chatting and talking with each other. You know,
Yeah.
so that's great.
I like it. If you have any ideas of stuff to add, I tried to make it like I want it to be a spot.
I don't, because you already covered like everything. You got everything covered. The only thing that I want to talk about on there is what we want to do next for TMA. But
yeah, which you can post right here under ideas and advice.
Yep, which I'm going to do. I just have not yet done that, but I have been planning on it. So.
And then there's also the TMA Monkey Gym where you guys can talk to if you needed. I just made
do it in that one.
Yeah. But yeah, today the coffee is the same that I've been doing, the Casat for kids. Nothing new there.
Need a battery.
But yeah, we're doing cherries, all cherries. There's a good amount, as you can see.
As many as we can do.
Yeah, you have
There's a few others that aren't labeled cherries as well that I would like to talk about.
Yeah, remind me of those because I'll have to look them up. But
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
I'm sure there's more than what I even have. So
And you like cherries way better than I do. I
I
don't.
like cherries. Yeah, I'm not a like I said in chat there. I'm not an avid off note taster. So if it's not something, it's generally if it's not an off note that is like obvious and everybody gets it, I probably don't get it.
Yeah, and I don't.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't get tons of off notes. I just don't like it. You know.
Like yeah, like you have the cardboard one. You know, Linda's got some weird one with like, yeah, she tastes some flavors weird. I don't know. My palate's just very like middle of the road blank. You know what I mean? Like I'm blessed. I feel like I
Yeah.
can vape a lot of things. So
I guess.
yeah,
We will. So I mean, you've seen the show, so we'll just go line by line. You're gonna have like 90% more than me because I only have 10. I think. Like I don't think I
yeah.
have black
And then,
cherry.
well, I mean, like obviously we'll have to look at some
I
notes.
do.
I have the 2 new SSA ones here. I just mixed them up, so I'll test them
Yeah, I need your
on
opinion
live
because
here when we get to those.
the
I
first
have the
one.
other 3, so
Which 3 do you have?
I have right Pop Juicy, and now I have mascarpone and maraschino.
Okay, so you have every. Okay.
I have all 5 of the SSA cherries. I have, yeah, we're good to go. Like we can start. So you're just gonna go down the list instead of like going black first and regular. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd just be easier that way. The first one is black cherry. I'll let you go first every time because you're gonna have way better info than me.
The TFA black cherry, yeah.
Yep.
I don't believe is a very good one. I think I have it. I'm almost positive I do. Let me check.
I have it and I don't remember.
I don't know if we ever did. The only cherry episode I ever remember actually doing on Noted was Wild Cherry. And that's the one I have the full notes for. But
I think we did black cherry, but that might have been.
did we do black?
I don't know. I feel like we did.
I don't think so.
Let's check.
We didn't.
Oh yeah. Well, true.
I don't know if Noted, if I did on those 2 years on Noted or not.
Yeah, wild cherry was you with Dorothy, and then there was other episodes 5 and 7 years ago. Jeez. Yeah, and that's it. I don't know why I thought. I'm
I
thinking.
didn't, but Noted did. Yeah.
I'm thinking black cherry for pipe.
I don't even think I had TFA Black Cherry because I believe if you look at the notes, it's not a good one.
Yeah, from what I've remembered from it, it's kind of middle of the road, a little bit below middle of the road. It's kind of. I don't.
But no, I might be thinking
Ludens.
TFA, but I don't think Black.
It's like
TFA Blackberry is not very good.
Yeah,
is what I'm thinking. I think I thought I had their Black Cherry. I don't have TFA Black Cherry.
it's kind of like a off-brand Ludens. Like it's not terrible, but it's not great. I don't know what the heck makes it black. To me, it just kind of tastes like a cherry. This was one of the like first ones I got because it's a pretty old one, and I single flavor tested it at 5 many times ago, and then that just kind of scared me from cherries. I don't think it's that good. It's got a good tartness to it. I think that's its only purpose is it's nice kind of tart, similar to like a cranberry or some. But besides that, it gives me kind of off-brand dollar store Luden vibes. Yeah, it's not the good. The average rating.
There it is.
You got it? Go ahead.
Yep. Well, I haven't tested it, but you know, it doesn't smell bad.
Yeah, you can do that. I can't do that. The licking thing. I just taste all.
You know, it's the licking thing gets me like, you know, a general idea. You definitely get all the like chemical off notes from.
Yep. That's all I
the
get.
strength of it.
Yeah.
But you know, I can see myself. That one doesn't seem too terrible. It does have kind of that like plastic vibe that a lot of cherries get. Maybe it's more so that like shower curtain plastic thing versus the medicinal. But I can see it leaning like that Luden's side. Black, it just seems it's not bright. It doesn't have like off the hand, it's just you can obviously tell it's not very bright as far as like pink or a red cherry might be. It's got a little bit of a darker sweetness to it.
Yeah, it definitely does.
I don't even know if I've ever cracked that bottle open. That's a full 10 mil. I should have gone through. This is like noted, but this is like lazy noted.
I mean, it's supposed to be
I'm
relaxed.
definitely gonna. I know. It's just after doing noted for 5 years, you're kind of just come on. And you're like, I feel so unprepared right now.
Let me see. So I'm gonna test something. Can you hear me when I do this? Like right now, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can still hear me. Right now? No, you can't. But now you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, let me figure this out. I'm getting. Let me turn down the output volume. Can you still hear me? Hear me? Hear me? Can you hear me? No? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear
Okay. Some reason I was getting a little bit of echo. Hopefully it goes away. I think it's my mic. My mic's too sensitive. Whatever.
Okay.
Next one is FA, which I don't have.
Just real quick. I think if you're gonna go, probably because FA I don't believe is good. If you're gonna go for one of those older ones, TFA would probably be the one to play around with. Because getting into FA, that's
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah, I don't have it. So
Just look at the notes on that one real quick. We'll find it. Another full 10 mil.
trying to figure out why you're
That
echoing.
one's just like more plasticky, more medicinal.
Are you playing us in the background?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear the TV in the other room?
I don't know, not TV. It sounds like echoing. I'm gonna try.
Oh, no. I mean, I can hear you on my TV, but I'm not playing it.
Let me see.
This makes me want to do a black cherry episode or some black cherry testing because that also just it's a little bit it's similar to TFAs, but it's like crank that potential for off notes up a little bit. It just seems. I'm gonna read these notes because we'll get into it, but generally the one that I like black cherry is window flavors, but
I'm just working on it. I wonder why you're
no,
echoing.
you're good. I'm just logging. I'm just getting into ELR real quick so I can look at notes.
Yeah, go ahead. Huh. I don't know why.
You just searched. Did you do it by rating or what? How are you
recipes.
doing? Or by recipe?
Yeah, basically the
Okay.
most popular one.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, yeah. No, that makes sense.
That beepens me. Sorry. I think. Let me see. Go ahead and talk, and I'll mute myself. Let me see if it does it when I mute myself.
Lots of people use FA Black Cherry again. I have not put a ton of use into this one, but 2%. Not saying there's too many. Perfect for cherry cola. It's got a ton of recipes. Oh,
It sounds like you're in a fishbowl.
me?
Yeah. I don't know why. Let me see.
Oh, on the actual video.
Yeah. It's just weird. Let's see. Filters. Add filter. Noise suppression. Okay. Close. Filters. All right, so I added a noise suppression. I don't know if that'll help. We'll see. Who cares? Did you talk about FA?
You should see a lot of people saying that it's like a natural black cherry. I mean, I don't see any notes on ELR about off notes for FA. A lot of alcohol and perfume on the nose. So that's okay. So that's what I am getting. Tart black cherry candy flavor, but a lot of alcohol and perfume on the nose. So there, I guess, is that a top note or is that just the room note? Best used at low percentages. So like I said, I bet if you go high on that one again too, over some for some people, you're gonna get more of that shower curtain, um, floral kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then looking at TFAs, it looks like TFAs just might be a little bit better of an option as far as that goes. But
It also seems like cherry black and regular cherry FA are both equally as bad. I don't think I have both either. Yeah.
I only have notes for cherry V2 FA. I don't think I've had the regular one. The second one, yeah, we can get into that here.
The just
Because
plain
V2 is going to
cherry.
be way later. I don't have regular plain FA cherry.
You think we should try Facebook? You
Is it that bad?
I mean, it's echoing. We could just try it.
You have to cancel it and redo it.
No, I just do it live. I don't care.
Well, okay, whatever you want to do, just let me know what to do.
I'll call you on Facebook. Let's see how that works. Cool. Sammy? Hello?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Hello. Yeah.
All right, I'll do it now.
Awesome.
Let's see, Sam. Sorry about that, folks. Let's see how this goes. Wait. Jesus. Hey. Can't hear you. I think you gotta add your volume or something. I've never done this. Do.
You hear me now?
Yeah. Jeez.
All right, there we go.
Yeah,
Loud?
you're way louder than Discord. Let me see how that audio sounds before hopefully that fixes some. It just sounded so echoey. You're gonna
Eddie said it was fine.
you're echoing, but not as much. But then if I mute here,
I can hear you. It said it's echoing, but who cares? Yeah, let's just go talk.
all right. So it's gonna be a little annoying, but pretty much I just gotta mute the microphone, one microphone, and yeah. But anyways, talk about FA.
I don't know. They're old school options, so there's better options. But there's, if I mean, I haven't really experimented with them a lot, so Those two black cherries, I don't like I said, I generally go for the other one that doesn't have any potential for off notes. But the one here on FA, I mean, they're all old notes. And then I don't see raw, slightly medicinal maraschino cherry, and then people will talk about like how to cover up the medicinal notes on it. So
All
I mean, this
right.
guy says this. No, this is FA cherry. I seriously, at this point, pretty convinced there's no such thing as a perfect cherry flavor and need to blend to even come close. So, and the FA cherry is a good starting point. But although a lot of people say no, FA cherry only okay if I mix it with FA black cherry. Otherwise, it's too medicinal. And at 0.5%, that's somebody. But
Do you have cherry extract TPA? I've never even heard of that one for
no,
some
I
reason.
know.
But you do have black cherry jelly bean, don't you?
Yeah, black cherry jelly bean we can talk about. That's the black cherry that I generally always go for. If I want to, I'm gonna still probably use another cherry, but I will use black cherry jelly bean to make that cherry a black cherry, right? Because black cherry jelly bean is candied. Um, it's really good though. Accurate black cherry candy.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got a sample. I don't have it in my stash anymore. I remember it being mostly like black cherry kind of syrupy with a little bit of like, I don't want to say chalky, but like a little bit of a jelly bean essence, but it had no density. No, it didn't scream jelly bean.
Jelly bean. Yeah. Sorry.
I don't think you can like
It
mimic.
tastes like a black cherry jelly bean, but I don't like the actual jelly bean, like black cherry candy. The only one who doesn't like it on GLR is Rin.
Yeah, but she's trusty.
It's also a super tasty. But yeah, I mean, some people, it seems like some people are having same issues with it as like FA or TFA, so it might. Thousands of recipes and see. But
I enjoy it.
I like black cherry jelly bean water flavored. Yeah, that's a good one. It's good as a in the 0.5% to 2% range for me. If you do get anything off the shake, just steep it a little bit. This next one, I have notes for. Pull that out. Yep. All right, so I did this one at 2% when I tested this one. There are off notes, but they are not very strong. So it says it's really bright. The off notes, though present, are a lot less offensive than you might think. Sweet with the added stevia. I didn't hate it. I couldn't really place the off note or what made it a wild cherry versus anything else, kind of like a maraschino. And I did it at 2%, but I said I'd layer with it, keep it low, and put other cherries in there. The brightness kind of set it aside. Like I said, again, between cherry, black cherry, and wild cherry, it should just taste like a red cherry. I'm sure, but that one's not a bad option. ELR notes. Yeah, again, best as a mixer to enhance other cherries, which is kind of how I feel. Someone, I don't. Did you try this one? Someone says red Crayola crayon with a musty cardboard taste. So
No,
I wonder if you would hate this one.
I've never tried all of their stevia flavors. I've had
You get crayon and cardboard. You're a crayon and a
yeah.
cardboard guy. So if somebody says crayon and cardboard with this one, I bet you get both those notes, and you probably wouldn't like it.
I would like the stevia though. I like stevia.
I like the stevia flavorings. They're not like I don't think it adds an off note to it or anything, and it's just a little bit more. It's like a Flavor West with sucralose in it or something. It's just a little bit sweeter, and they're generally pretty dang good and kind of help. Maybe it brightens up the fruit a little bit or something.
All right, I got it, Sam. The volume is good. It just if you stay in front of your mic and I turn my volume down a little bit, we're okay.
So you want me to keep it like right there?
Oh, wait, I moved it. No, how you had it right a second ago.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right. Then this other person says really light medicinal and plastic notes. So that's how that's like there are some, you can kind of pinpoint them, and if you're somebody who's sensitive to that, you might pinpoint them even harder. But compared to some other medicinal plastic cherries, this one it's very light. So I would say that's probably comparable to like the TFA and the FA black cherry or the Wonder Flavors black cherry, where like use it at the right percentage, layer it correctly, and you're probably gonna have.
Hey, guess who's got notes on it? Our timestamper, Eddie. Eddie said, pretty good cherry, to be honest, underrated in my opinion, also adds a nice subtle sweetness, but he gave it 3 stars.
Yeah, Linda gets an off note from stevia. See, I love all the stevia flavors from Capella. They don't give me off notes.
Yeah, what was the
actual stevia in a recipe instead of sweetener? I don't do though. I still put sucralose in those recipes with those flavorings.
I got stevia from Nick River, and it was good. I like it, but it's earthy.
Yeah, wild cherries would probably be like sour in real life. But good luck doing that in a vape. Like you could do like if they put like a tart cranberry or something with it, that'd probably be like, okay, this makes more sense. But
so the next one, I actually have this one. Cherry Blossom TPA, which is, I mean, should we go over it? It's technically not cherry.
Yeah, go ahead. We could do the Liquid Barn and the Flavora one too. I mean,
they're pretty good. What's your thoughts?
I don't think TPA is the one I don't have. I have the other two.
So TPA is kind of like red floral, pink floral. I've never had cherry blossom in real life. I mean, it's all over DC, so I smell it. And it's kind of, I imagine, like you cut off the blossoms and made a tea with it. It's sweet though. It's not overly floral. I don't know exactly like how to describe what it is, because I've never had it in real life. But it's a really nice introduction to florals. Don't think summer clouds or anything like that. Like it's pretty good. At just kind of add in a nice pink hue with a slight floral note. If I was to relate it to anything, it's kind of like hibiscus with a little bit too much water. Like it's kind of not as dense and syrupy. But I love it. It's a flavor that I need to utilize more, but it's one of those things where like it's not too niche, but like you don't think to use it. It also can crack tanks. I never knew that. I know I made a couple mixes with. Okay, I did. I made an apple blossom one, which is super simple. It makes sense.
Cherry blossom shouldn't taste like fruit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not fruit.
It's the flowers off of the cherry tree.
I remember this. I made this cherry blossom 2.5 double apple at 3 and hibiscus at 1.5, and it tasted like nectarine, and I was so confused.
Yeah. Hey, do me a quick favor. Research your ELR. Instead of searching for cherry, take the Y off. Because there's flavors that are cherries. And then research it because they know where cherry.
Yeah, you're right. Look at you.
I just thought about that. Because I was like, there's a bunch that are...
Look at you using your 8th grade education. So in that case, I know for...
Inaware, then.
I know for a fact you have Inaware, right?
Yeah. Well, that's good to know. So TFA seems, I remember, because we did didn't we do like a blossom episode or something? Or we did the blossom flavorings on Noted DX. Because I
Yeah,
remember testing
florals.
blackberry and all the cherry blossoms. I don't remember what episode, florals maybe, and they were on one of those floral episodes. Beginner florals maybe.
Yeah, we did one of those. I need to do
I think it was
grandma's
beginner
florals.
florals.
This one's good. I've only had it one time, long ago, and all I remember is it's like a dark syrupy cherry.
What are we doing now? In where?
Yes, and we're
Cherry
arguing.
blossoms. I mean, or Inaware is a dark syrupy cherry.
That's all I can remember. It's been about
Oh,
3
it's very
years.
bright.
It's bright?
Yeah, it's a bright cherry.
Maybe I'm thinking of like another one of theirs. Because I don't have it in my stash, and I don't have it anymore, I'm sure.
I pushing it over 1% starts to get dangerous unless you're layering it. So like 1.25 kind of seems to be the sweet spot. 1.5 in some instances, but it can get a little off at 1.5. Because if you push Inaware cherries too high, it still can bring out those notes, those off notes. So it's a really good layering cherry. Like it's very bright. It's got flavor to it. It's juicy. It's sweet. It's a good cherry, but I would definitely stick it with another cherry at least. Chain Vapor on ELR suggests ripe cherry, and I highly would recommend that one. SSA, that's a good pairing. That's a great pairing. Mulberry red cherry and Inaware cherries is a great pairing. So kind of keeping that similar like sweet maraschino red cherry, in your layering. And there's also mixes, and I've also used Inaware cherry as a solo cherry in recipes when you're doing something like a bomb pop, or where you have other notes in it as well, and cherry doesn't need to be like your main player. Their regular cherry, it seems, is their tartar and darker one.
Oh, just cherry?
Just regular. Yeah, because they have two. They have cherries and cherry.
That's probably what it is. They have to be a company that might have the most flavors.
But it works really well with other flavorings, and it was for a long while, like one of the best options. So this person says tastes like wild cherry with a little back note of maraschino. So I don't, picking that out to me is a little bit harder than just saying it's bright and sweet.
All right.
Someone here says it's almost identical to Cherry Crush Flavor West, but less concentrated and veering towards cough drop. Which it does veer towards cough drop. It definitely, if you take it over a 1.5, it can definitely do that. But at those 1.25, it's really good. But I don't have Cherry Crush Flavor West, so I don't.
Yeah, that kind of sounds good. Cherry, I feel like that would be something. It has 4.5 stars.
That's one that I need to get, because that to me feels like, well, if it's similar to Inaware, maybe not, but like, well, if it's similar to Inaware but more concentrated and not as leaning towards cough drop, maybe yes.
They're saying one says sharp cherry flavor Jolly Ranch candy.
Flavor West is slightly more tart on this one, is also what I'm saying.
Someone says cherry cough drop.
But also, yeah, lollipop or cherry filling.
Ooh, we got Session. Session gave it 5 stars. He says it's beginning to look like anything cherry was going to come across as medicinal.
No medicinal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I need to get that one, because that might be a really good like red. I need like there's that like Hawaiian Punch or red ice slushy, kind of cherry.
He's also saying no off notes, and he says easily 9.5 out of 10. And he usually doesn't go above 9 from what I've seen. So
I'm
wow,
surprised I don't have that one.
it's got to be one of those like old school. Yeah, people say lollipop. Ziggy says lollipop. I remember
Well, that's
Ziggy.
Flavor West, doing their candy thing, which
Yeah.
makes sense. But
Oh, that's
no,
cool.
there's a bunch of cherries I don't have. Bing cherry flavora I don't have.
The next one I know you have, but I don't. I'm assuming is maraschino cherry TPA.
I don't.
Okay,
No,
screw
I
that.
stayed away from a lot of the TFA cherries. I back when I started mixing, Noted had already been around for a few years, so there were quite a few episodes. And I'd go, watch those episodes, and there's quite a few flavors that made that like initial impression based off of watching Noted of being like, oh, I'm gonna stay away from
Mm-hmm.
this brand's blackberries because
The more,
or this brand's cherries or
the more,
wait until I hear somebody really say this cherry is really good, or something like that. So
yeah, the more information out there, the easier it's going to be to filter everything out. You know.
yeah.
The next one, do you have Mullenberry red cherry?
Well, I mean, I was seeing people on Elar saying almost giving up on it, tried everything.
What maraschino?
Yeah, the maraschino, haven't been able to use it right.
It's got 2.5 stars, 108 reviews or ratings. That's
Yeah.
that's pretty bad. Usually it's like 2 stars and like 5 reviews, But
Some people say it's the best one they've ever had. Most people say at 15%, it tastes like the syrup the cherries come in. Like
yeah, we need we
someone
need
says 20%, and it was too strong for me.
we need like ELR if you ever listen. We need like it would be cool if you could see like Swoop and Pyro posted this comment, blah 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 2022, edited it again 2020, some that would be cool.
Yeah.
Because then we
Because
could
then
know.
2 notes down, it says overpowering, use under 1%. At
That's what I'm
smell, I thought of
saying.
a
One
bold
drop.
candy cherries with perfumey cherry dish soap tank cracker.
Someone just
So
says,
like,
"Whoa, careful." Whoa,
yeah.
careful now. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so he said some people it might work better low and diluted, but people used it too high. It seems like pushing that one to 15% was the trick. Fucking just blow it out, I guess. Um, I don't know. That one, he said it's so strong, TFA maraschino.
Let's
Yeah, you need
go.
to send me some more medicine flower, Fitty.
Which
All right, you don't need to send it, I guess. I just need to come over.
do you have? Red
I do.
cherry Mullenberry?
Yeah, I do have red cherry mulberry. That's a good one.
I have. No, I don't have. I have this. I don't know crap about this
It
one.
sucks that I don't. It'd be nice if anywhere it doesn't or SSA doesn't really need to re-release it, I guess, because they have 5 of their own cherries. But if you have it, man, this is a good one. I like to pair it like if I'm doing like Inamura cherries, maybe red cherry. It's good for a body. Um, it's basy. From what I remember, yeah, sweet red cherry. Some people are getting a little bit costly, but I like this one. I like to mix with it with other cherries, layer with it, um, like 2, 3%, 4%. Um, yeah, like cherry is just one of those flavors where it's like most of them, if you push them the wrong way, they can get off. But if you hit them in that sweet spot and layer them right, it just take a little bit more skill to work with. But yeah, I like mulberry red cherry. So if you see it and you like cherries, I would get that one because that one definitely. Yeah, okay. So like this one's it's definitely it's kind of it's not really bright like Inawera. It's not darker like a black cherry. It's got that kind of just good red sweet cherry. So you got off notes at 6, but then yeah, 3 someone down here said 4% is their sweet spot. So yeah, I usually do 3%. I believe if you go to looking at recipes, it's not too far down until you get to mine. Big Dilly here, which is like a cherry dilly bar from Dairy Queen, and I did red cherry, ripe cherry for that one. SSA. So you get this really like artificial red, candied cherry kind of thing. Cherry, so I was going for cherry flavored magic shell, essentially. The candy shell on the ice cream bars. And that worked out really nicely. So I like Mullenberry red cherry.
All right.
Cherry coconut cherry cream soda.
The next one is cherry berry. Do you have that one?
Cherry berry, no.
What about, I know you have SSA Compote.
SSA Compote, yes.
You told me to get these ones.
Yeah, so their strongest cherry, it seems to be, is their ripe cherry. The Compote's right behind it. It's a little bit softer, but it does have that. Oh, some people don't like it. I don't think. Do you like this one?
Not really. I'm not a compote guy. I've noticed, even with strawberries and stuff.
And compote's just cooked down. It's jam, essentially. It's the easiest form of jelly and jam, where you just cook it down with its own liquids and some sugar. That's compote. So I do like it. I like it 0.5%, 1%, maybe 1.5%. Again, with another cherry, like I do with the black cherries, just to bring the darkness, because it's got the cooked down cherry vibes. This would be good, in my opinion, for like a cherry pie, but I still think you would want to layer it. Yeah.
I think I realized what I did. Yeah,
people like it real low, like 0.75. So that's what I mean, like 0.5% to 1.5%. And I think you'll find your sweet spot on that one. It is a little bit softer, and that's why I would suggest layering it. But
yeah, I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was just too like dark and floral for me, and it kind of overpowered everything else.
What about like a tobacco?
I could definitely see it working in there, because you would mask any kind of floral notes it has. But I would still just go for cherry pipe, whatever.
Maybe you put them together, it might work out nicely.
Yeah, true. I
put like 0.5% of this just to bring a little bit more fruitiness, and you're not going to get anything weird from it at 0.5%, quarter, 0.75%.
I've enjoyed the ripe a lot better.
And no, Linda, SSA did not release Mullenberry red cherry, as far as I know. The SSA has 5 cherries, and one of them is not Mullenberry red cherry. Unless if you can link it and I can see that then they have 6. But ripe cherry, compote cherry, juicy cherries, maraschino cherry, and cherry mascarpone are not any of the Mullenberry ones. Unless, like I said, they actually did somewhere. But
right.
Where then? Link it. Prove it, Linda. I don't believe you.
What, it's red cherry SSA?
She's saying, that they did re-release it as under SSA.
Yeah, Bull City has it. Red cherry flavor SSA parentheses MB.
Okay, cool. So they did. That's good to know.
I will post it in chat for y'all.
But it's not one of the SSA cherries. So, okay. Thank you, Linda. Sorry for giving you shit. I didn't know that they did that. So that's awesome. I'm glad that. So, yeah, you can get 6 of the SSA cherries right now. And I would recommend getting it and the ripe cherry, because I pair those two together all the time. So.
And 3 people posted. Did you see it?
Thanks for the links, y'all.
That's funny.
Yeah. I didn't know that they actually did that. So that's great. That's one of the ones I was hoping that they would do. Even though I like the SSA cherries, that Mullenberry red cherry still works nicely. It's still different and it still layers wonderfully.
Alright. So, do you have black cherry flavor, Wes?
No, I don't actually.
Do you have wild cherry flavor, Wes?
Yes, that one I do.
All right, go ahead whenever you're ready.
So this one for me was more like a red cherry licorice, like cherry Twizzlers almost. Like it tasted like
Like black licorice.
that's the regular flavor of red Twizzlers is cherry, right? If you want the strawberry ones, they're labeled strawberry and they're different. They're a little bit pinker. But like if you're getting red licorice, it's usually like quote unquote cherry flavored, and that's what, especially Twizzlers. That's what. So I said at 3%, pretty decent. Not really picking up any off notes. More like cherry licorice. That's what this tastes like to me on its own. Cherry Twizzlers, and that's all I wrote. But so I think out of the 3 wild cherries, because the other one's OSDIY, and that one was, I didn't like that one at all. The Flavor West one was my favorite, but it did have that like, again, like Twizzlers candy. I wonder if that would work as just like that red note that I want in Hawaiian Punch or Tropical Punch or something, you know. Razzleberry is what I used. That kind of does it too, but just like, but it wasn't really like plasticky, and it doesn't obviously taste like black licorice or anything, but it had that I don't know, that same flavor as cherry Twizzlers did to me. Which I can see it being used. I can't remember. I think I tried to play with it a little while ago. Or I was thinking about putting it in this Hawaiian Punch recipe, and I still might on the second mix or whatever when I do it again. But yeah, that's a good one to play around with.
Oh,
I would say out of all the wild cherries, that's probably the best one to play around with.
You sure about that?
As far as like no off notes go.
You sure about that?
You sure about that? As far as cherry goes, maybe not.
So
that's how it was for me. What did ELR say for that one?
ELR gave it 3.5 stars, 37 reviews. Let me see if there's any
sweet candy like. Someone says medicine taste
natural. I'm trying to find, maybe Session did it.
This one, Mo Fogger, no medicinal notes at 8%.
7-Up cherry, similar to wild cherry, triple O.
That one I don't have. Okay. I think it's just a good like red, like that cherry, that artificial red cherry, you know, where it's in, 7-Up or, you know, the ices at the movie theater, or Twizzlers, or, you know, Hawaiian Punch. It's just that kind of.
On a side note, 7-Up cherry is like one of the goats, and no one talks about it. The red one, good. It's cherry's the red one, right?
It's like pink.
I used to drink that pink. Yeah. I used to drink that all the time as a kid because it was like quote unquote healthier than a lot of them.
This might just be a palate thing again, because some people are saying soapy with a distracting. Well, maybe it's the vanilla note that's making me think Twizzlers. There's a little bit of a vanilla note in it, I guess, that might be. Well, that one person is saying, but
yeah, it was like this can right here, this one. That's what it was like. Man, the 90s were good, y'all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the red. Yeah. Sorry, I was like thinking. I was thinking the bottle.
Yeah, but there was also like a white and red version. I can't remember that. Maybe it 7-Up red and white bottle. I don't know what it was. It won't come up. For some reason, I remember it being like white and kind of like this. But that's not it. Maybe it's just a, Mandela effect kind of thing. Like, kind of like this, but it didn't have that font, But maybe it did. Maybe I'm just that old. There it is. This one. Kind of looked like that. Like white and red and pink.
Yeah, you old.
Yeah, I'm getting up there. All right, what about... I have this one, Ripe Cherry SSA, and the reason why Compote didn't excite me is because this one I think is probably off the top of my head, just thinking, has to be my favorite. Not including the tobacco ones, which is definitely doesn't count, man.
Well, this next one's by far my favorite cherry.
Wait, I didn't see what was next.
And I know it's still
yeah,
mildly divisive flavoring, but it is.
You like that one? I like this one better.
Are you talking juicy? You like juicy better?
No, I like ripe better.
Ripe is my favorite.
Oh, ripe's my favorite.
Yeah, ripe is my favorite cherry. Ripe cherry SSA is my go-to. I have 120 mil of it.
It's juicier than juicy.
And it's the most saturated one. So it's sweet, it's sticky, it's syrupy, tons of flavor at 2%. Like almost sometimes too much. Like most people use it at 1.5%. 2%, you're really pushing that cherry, and there's no off notes for me at all. It's a lot. It pairs really good with Inawera cherries. It pairs really good with Mullenberry red cherries because they're both that kind of sweet, middle of the road, not too dark, not too bright cherry. This for me is cherry syrup, essentially.
Yeah, it's like when I want cherries, it's what I think of because it is the juiciest. It's syrupy. For me, it's bright enough. Like it's not overly bright to the point where it's candied, but you could lean it that way. And it's not overly authentic, but you can lean it that way. It's very versatile. And I like that I got no off notes. I don't get any kind of essence of like cough drops or medicine. I just get maybe Ludens to me taste like candy. So I get a little bit of Ludens in it, but not terrible. It's to me it's mostly just kind of a neutral cherry that you can lean anyway. But I really love the red syrupiness of it. Like I think you probably already done it, but you should use this one in the Hawaiian Punch. I feel like it would work the best at just adding because it's not super potent, but it's like I think at 0.5 to 1. Yeah, like
a lot of people are saying 0.8, 0.6. Like you can definitely keep this one lower. I still like it at 1.5. Like that's generally 1.5 is pretty much where I usually settle on. If I want like a cherry dominant recipe, 2. But like if you're looking at like if you go down and look at my recipes, I got one that's Skittles ripe cherry 1.5. That was a good one. Let's see here. My Big Dilly one, I did it at 1.5, 1.75 with red cherry at 3. So I like it up higher. I don't think it gets off at all. Up to 2%. I don't take it any higher than 2%. I don't think I've ever needed to take it any higher than 2%. 2%.
Linda has
this one in my cream soda is at 1% and Mullenberry's at 3. So it really just depends, but 1 to 1.5 is that awesome sweet spot for me.
Tell me this, Sam. Why does Linda have no percentage, but she has CCF Brussels sprouts?
What?
She said, love the Brussels sprouts from CCF, and immediately I read it as, I love the Brussels sprouts from this flavor company. And so I was like, what percentage you use, Linda? And then she's like, percentage 4?
You're right.
And I'm like,
what brand is CCF? It's concentrated crazy flavors?
No, it's Cheesecake Factory, I'm assuming.
Crazy cheesecake. Oh, okay. Yeah, crazy concentrated flavors.
But I was like, did she misspell chefs? What was it, CCW or whatever?
CHF. It was CHF on all the flavors for what chefs was CHF.
My old friend worked at Cheesecake Factory, and he used to bring.
So you worked at the Cheesecake Factory, like down in Seattle, Everett?
Their cheesecakes
or is it up north, like Ferndale and shit? Like, where the heck did you go to Cheesecake Factory? I didn't know we had one around here. We're getting Sonics all over the place now. I think we just got a Texas Roadhouse recently.
Bro, you need to go.
It's up north. It's like an hour north. I haven't been yet.
The number one restaurant in America now is Texas Roadhouse.
Really?
Yeah.
on the
It's a
cone?
sad story about the owner. I can't talk too much about it, but he had one of those
Oh,
conditions
okay. Pretty.
where it permanently ear ring, and after his whole situation ended, it's like they got even more popular. Oh, but yeah, ripe
But
cherries.
yeah, that's down in Alderwood Mall. Is that's a Seattle suburb area. Everett, Tacoma. No, not Tacoma. Everett, Marysville, Alderwood. Yeah. Cool.
The juicy cherries you told me to get.
So yeah, ripe cherry is great. That's again my favorite. It seems to be
Juicy
lot
is
of people
just okay to me. It sometimes
Juicy is just okay. I think they're all worth getting if you want to play with cherries, because Juicy, again, I don't get off notes, but it's very light.
yeah, it's light, and I get a little
floral.
floral.
It's a little bit closer to like Inawera cherries, but way softer, I guess. I get it really light. I think I this one I do like 3% on, and
3%. See, you told me that, and then when I use this one above 2, like here it says 2.2. When I use it at 2 or above, I get it reminds me kind of cough syrupy. It gets a little too cough syrupy, a little bit too, not even cough syrup, just medicine. I don't know. And
Funkster says green.
Yeah,
and a little bit more
floral.
medicinal at 3%. So I'm not using it solo. I'm still layering it. So that's got to be the reason. Like I'm still probably layering it with ripe or red cherry or something. And this is that even at 3%, it's soft and it's accenty. Like it doesn't have a ton of body to it. To me, it kind of sits on the top note, sort of a situation. So I like it. I don't use it very often. It's just I was a little bit disappointed in this one.
Yeah,
I don't think there's nothing off with it other than that. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, I still think ripe is, I would say, significantly better than the others.
Significantly, it's almost weird that they came out from the same company almost.
Yeah, someone at SSA likes cherries.
Yeah.
Like really likes cherries. Inaware, I think it's someone from Poland. Like someone that worked for Inaware, someone that worked for SSA
Or
now.
they're trying to make one, and then they were like, dude, we could do so many different types of cherries as they're like pulling the chemical. Like
it's the rock
star.
Right
now, it's darker. If we stop right now, it's tartar. If we stop right now, it's juicy, and we're going to sell them all separately.
It's the Rockstar Games of cherry of companies. We're like, all right, we're going to release all our alts until we release the real one. Kind of trial and error, and then ripe cherries.
And then, it seems like Session on both ripe. Is that Session or is this? No, that's not Session's note. I thought this might be Session's notes because there's a ton of capitalized words in the middle of it. But he thinks they're both like more towards black cherry, a little bit darker. See, like this one was brighter for me.
Y'all can screenshot the long notes here for Funkster. Oh, there's also Hinnon.
Yeah, it's not really that juicy. It doesn't have a ton of body to it for me. But
yeah. Dang, man, great notes from Funkster and Hinnon.
Yeah, and K.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
K's got tons there too. That's why I thought those. Unless he's copying and pasting.
Probably copying and pasting
Sessions, because that looks like Sessions writing down below the second half. But
someone from Japan said a maraschino like cherry, no chemical feeling, a little herbal, and almond like.
Yeah, I think Funkster is a super taster, but still, yeah.
Yeah, he did 1 and 3%.
Can be on some things too, and so some of these 0.6s and 0.8s, and then I'm like, well, I like 1.5, so
yeah. There's one with no from Baker's Flavors. I don't care about this one. All right, so the next one is Cola Cherry TPA. Do you have that one?
No, that one I don't have either.
Yeah, dangerous to vape. Who cares? Tart cherry?
LA cherry, American. No, I think the next one I have is cherry blossom tea liquid barn.
Go ahead.
That one, I like cherry blossom tea. I have a recipe with it. Let's see if I can scroll down and find it. If it's on here, if it's on ATF. Oh, there it is. Yeah, cherry sweet tea. So I mean, I have so black cherry jelly bean at 0.75, VSO cherry at 2, cherry blossom at 3, and then southern sweet tea wonder flavors at 4.5. So it's definitely a floral. It's definitely a sweet floral. I don't remember how fruity it is necessarily. But I do remember being like, well, I want to do it with cherry anyways, so I just leaned into that. But this recipe kind of shows you how I what I did a little bit of black cherry as an accent, like I was saying earlier. But I really like cherry blossom sweet tea. I think it's a decent flavor if you're shopping at Liquid Barn. I think it does have some fruity sweetness to it. Make a bagel. Sorry, 1 second. You can go make a bagel.
Yeah, I don't remember if I have this one.
You gotta change the channel.
I feel like I do.
I like it. I think I looked over one day and was like, oh, I should mix with that. And I made that recipe and I really liked it. And I, it's one of those that I don't levitate towards very often, but I'm going to go throw a bagel in the toaster real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll go to the next page. Getting near the end. Wait. Cherry Buzz. We can talk about black cherry while he's gone. Delicious cherry cigar filler. Light tobacco tastes like a binder part of cigar. This was in episode 1 of Noted DX, where we did black cherry. Black tobaccos. I really enjoyed it. One of my favorites, the 4-pipe series from Innerware, is a perfect kind of introduction to tobaccos because it's very light. It's more like the nuisance, not the nuisance, the nuance of tobaccos. It's a fantastic kind of black cherry. It's one of my favorite black cherries, even though it doesn't count. It's just got a really good kind of imagine a really good black and mild, if that was even a thing, had a cherry. I know they have a wine, but it's a really good black cherry. And then the pipe is just a light, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's definitely going to be like a Virginia kind of light, kind of grassy pipe tobacco kind of deal. But yeah, this is probably if we were to say, hey, what's your favorite cherry flavor, not what's it has to be exactly a cherry and authentic, this one would be my favorite just because it's one of the ones I use the most, even though I know that's kind of weird and I know you don't want to hear that.
Huh?
Or I skipped over, do you have Cherry Blast Flavor West?
No, I think you are correct. The next one would be black cherry for pipe.
This one's
that's
so
a good
good.
one. It's very good. And it's not super tobacco-y, is it?
No, it's light. It's like a Virginia grassy light,
but it's kind of like
barley.
Like a beginner almost, like a RY4 or something, right? Where it's kind of it's a good black cherry, but it's kind of like a earthy, dirty black cherry.
I said barley.
Okay.
I don't know if
I liked it. I think we tested all the for pipes. Or no.
Black. We did test all the for pipes.
The one that I didn't have?
No, we did. We did. So we did and we didn't. So we went over black and gold, right? But then we did a pipe one where it was just literally Innerware the whole time.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm just trying to remember if I actually have this one or not.
I have every single one.
I'm just going off of what I remember.
No, you have I think. Why wouldn't you have this one?
I think I do. I think it's one of the other ones that don't. Or was I I need to get it.
You sound exactly like Mike from Discord. It's not Mike though. Oh yeah, that is Mike.
Anyways, I didn't realize Flavora had 5 cherries. There's a lot of cherries I don't have.
Why haven't we gotten? Do you have black cherry?
No, because the next one going down, I mean, cherry VSO. Cherry raw. I don't remember tasting.
Do you have Rainier?
Rainier, Bing, no. That's what I'm saying. Rainier cherry is the one, like, they're Washington based, so I should get that one. And that's a Washington based. That's what we have at all of our fruit stands. People sell Rainier cherries. Those are those dark red. They're not black cherries, but they're dark red, like really dark purple red. And they have pits in the middle of them. Those cherries. I think the next one going down, black cherry filling, which I know isn't very good. Lavora. That's probably the next one.
You have that one?
I think I have it, but I don't know if I've ever really played with it.
Let's see. I only have like the weird ones.
Are extremely prominent in that one. So I know, cherry filling isn't apple filling for cherries. You know what I mean? It's definitely.
I don't think that exists.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
That would be terrible.
Apple filling more like the spices, anyways, with very little apple. Cherry juice FA. Is that one of the new ones? I have cherry V2 notes for FA.
I don't even see V2. Let me try to find it.
It's a newer one, so I bet it's on page 3 or 4 or some shit. White cherry medicine flower. What about that one, Fitty?
Oh, whoops.
Cherry liqueur. Man.
Cherry V2 FA?
Yeah.
It only has 28 recipes.
Yeah, it looks like a bad input.
Yeah. One person gave it 4 stars, the other gave it 1, so it goes out to 2.5.
I'm get my notes out for that one because those were with a bunch of the new FAs. Red cherry cherry V2 3%. It's a red cherry. I think it could go medicinal over 3%, but it was a bright, deep red, a la Inawera Cherries cherry. So I didn't hate it. I thought it was definitely better than some other options. So
that's just weird. Yeah, that one came out with pomegranate, Pinus siberica, prickly pear, berberis, feijoa, bilberry extra, strawberry ice cream, Earl Grey, blueberry muffin. That one, apple strudel one.
It was from that one?
Yeah, Cherry V2 came out with that last release of FA, not the last one that I remember. I think they've had some new ones out since then.
It wasn't the strawberry. It was the one after strawberry. It was the one with probably pineapple, coconut, and all that.
No, it was the one with strawberry ice cream, oatmeal cookie, apple strudel, blueberry muffin.
Yeah, that was okay. That was a strawberry mountain one.
Was that the? Yeah, it was. Because I had to get that separately.
Yeah, and I didn't get this one because they were expensive, and most of them were garbage. They've done like 4
that one was
for like 18 the last 2 releases or whatever.
That wasn't the strawberry green Decano ice cream Italian release, right?
No, that was the one before it.
Okay.
I think strawberry mountain.
I got those for free from chefs, but a few of them didn't get released in the States, and so I got like them sent to me from a UK mixer. I'm just trying to remember where those, because those 3 are in like hand labeled bottles. But yeah, anyways. But like my golden syrup, strawberry ice cream, blueberry muffin, those are all, there's no pictures on them. The FA bottle. They're the orange cap bottles, but they're just white with the word on it. Label.
Oh yeah.
They don't have any of the fancy pictures on them or anything. Or even like the brand. Like Bull Cities have. So I'm trying to remember if those were the free ones I got. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Anyways, I mean, and then I got, going into the rest of these, I got the 2 other new SSAs that probably are way at the bottom of the list.
Because looking at some of these other ones, I don't have a lot of these other ones.
Here, I'll go through what I have.
Yeah.
I got Cherry Cigar.
I mean, we got OSDIY Wild Cherry. I think I have Cherrylicious Decadent Vapor, which I don't know.
Yeah, I have Wild Cherrylicious. I have the tobaccos.
Okay, go ahead. I gotta go get this bagel. But you let me know. Wait for me to do OSDIY.
Okay. So Cherry Cigar, we went over it in Denoted DX if you want to see it in more details. To sum it up, it's pretty much similar to For Pipe, but it has a more prominent cherry and a more prominent tobacco. If I remember correctly, this was a little bit more burly and Cavendish, whereas the For Pipe is more grassy Virginia lighter. This one's a little bit more darker. Definitely gives you kind of like a cigar pipe tobacco kind of vibe. It's pretty pretty fantastic. I would recommend starting with the For Pipe series to begin with. I think the For Pipe series to begin with is just one of the best beginner introduction. Like if you don't like the For Pipe series, you're not gonna like Backos. That's just probably the reality. Whereas if you start with Favora, which is the best, you might not like it. It might kind of steer you away. There's levels to this. I would say go with the Inaware For Pipe series if you like that, then go with FE tobaccos, and then if you like that, go with Favora. That's kind of the chain of sweet to more authentic. This one's fantastic. I can't remember if I mixed with it, but pretty much Inaware tobaccos, the ones that aren't like dirty neutral base or something like that, where they're very like elitist tobaccos, they're pretty friendly and easy to work with. You just kind of add a bunch of sweet stuff to it to soften it up, or you can lean it towards more authentic versions with Favora and stuff like that. Holy crap, you already got the bagel?
She already got it out and buttered it.
OSDIY. You like this one or no?
No, I don't.
Okay, good. I don't like it either. It's weak.
That's why I said wait for me to get here. OSDIY, yeah, I got notes on it. So that's why I was like, let me pull that one up real quick, because I know that one was the worst of the. If I haven't tried a one-on-one Wild Cherry, but it sounds like that one's not nearly. I said OSD Wild Cherrylicious, more like Black Cherry Plasticlicious, like PVC plastic or gun oil. I don't know. It's not great. It has decent dark cherry vibes, but the off notes really killed it, and it's kind of sweet. And that was at 4%. Like heavy duty commercial plastic.
Yeah. So I didn't get. So I tested at 5, and I think I did it in a recipe that I didn't like. I didn't get a ton of plastic out of it. I just didn't get a lot out of it. And then what I did get was just kind of floral cough syrup, like super floral cough syrup. I did get an off note. It wasn't like plastic or cardboard. It was more waxy to me. But it was, the whole flavor to begin with was so light that it was just kind of a light, waxy, white, floral kind of crappy cherry. I was disappointed because OSDIY is consistent. I think this is one of like 2 flavors, or maybe the only flavor I don't like from them. But yeah, it's really disappointing, and it's not a percentage thing. I mean, if you use it low enough, you're not going to taste it, but then what's the point? It doesn't have any kind of sweetener essence to it where you could use it lower as sweetener only, like some toasted marshmallow miracle. It doesn't really have a good point, and it's probably their worst flavor, but I would recommend OSDIY because they have a lot of good bases to start off with, like their blue slush, is really good off the top of my head. So they do have good stuff. This one is definitely, yeah, I can see like a black licorice, waxy kind of vibe in there.
I wasn't just saying shower curtains, dude. I was saying PVC pipe plastic, or like, I don't know if you've ever smelled gun oil, or like, I just like really oily. I guess it'd be similar to any kind of like machine grade oil or grease, kind of very plastic, heavy duty plastic chemical smells for me. Yeah, Yeah, I did not like that one at all.
It's not worth it. When you go to OSDIY, there's so many other flavors to get. Let's see, their Arnold Palmer's good. Where can I? Their Bluegrass Slush is good. A lot of lattes okay. Strawberry milk's okay. The pumpkin spice cream's pretty good. Linda likes that one too. I've heard a lot of things of Lucky Shot. I haven't got it yet. Cactus Cooler is good from them. That's a good kind of one shot. They also have Sweet Southern Tea, which is really good. And then one of the best strawberries, Succulent. No one talks about this strawberry. And it's really annoying because it's a top 5 strawberry. It's like ridiculously dense and syrupy and stands up to other flavors. You know how hard it is to do that with the strawberry, to be dominant and stand up to other flavors? Succulent does. So OSDOI is not a shitty company. This is just a shitty flavor. So check them out if you ever get a chance. Just don't get Wild Cherry.
The Real Flavors has a Wild Cherry too. Fitty, how's that one? I'm assuming that one's probably pretty good.
Man, it's a shame they left the global market. The regularity would have been
Cherry
amazing.
Flora, that's a good one too. I know I had that one.
I don't have black cherry tobacco. I don't think I do. I don't know if I do. What's the next one you have?
Flavora Cherry Blossom.
Is that the next page?
I don't know. Yeah. I'll probably have to get out of here in a minute because I think that covers everything I got. No, it's on the same page as Rainier and Cherrylicious.
Go back. Yeah,
it's it's 3 up from Cherrylicious.
All right, go ahead.
I don't remember a whole ton of it. Like I do, yeah. It's more on the floral side of things than Liquid Barn or TFA. It seems. It's good though. The Blackberry Blossom's good too. You just definitely want that, floral blossom note. This is Chachi says leafy green, light floral cherry, so it's relatively subtle. So a little bit heavier on the floral than maybe Liquid Barns or TFAs, but a little bit more of that green. More, I guess, probably accurate to what a real cherry blossom would scent or would be. What am I thinking? What word am I thinking? Anyways. Oh, and then I have the 2 SSAs that we haven't done yet. But yeah, Flora, if you're into florals, then it's worth getting both of those blossoms from Flora.
What's the SSA ones called?
I'm currently vaping SSA Cherry Maraschino.
And what's the other one? Oh, we forgot Cherry Mascarpone.
Mascarpone, which I haven't tried yet, but I've been vaping on Cherry Maraschino, and Cherry Maraschino is okay. I'm not getting anything off. I have it at 2%. It's just, again, really soft. I would call this one more of a black cherry than like a darker cherry than like juicy cherries. This to me is darker than juicy cherries. I wouldn't say maraschino, because that to me, like maraschino to me would be like SSA ripe cherry, where it's like really sweet and sticky and basically candy, right? Syrup. But that's when I think of maraschino cherry. Is maraschino cherry the type of cherry, or is that only candied cherries and syrup? Or is the cherry that goes into the candied cherries and syrup called a maraschino cherry? Are you Googling it?
No, I'm telling them about Innerwear Direct and how awesome it is. I didn't like this flavor.
It's okay. I'm not. Do you get what I'm saying though? What is? Hold on.
Maraschino is like, I always said it's like pickled. It's, imagine pickled cherries, but instead of pickle, it's
so maraschino isn't the genus or type of cherry like Royal Anne or Rainier. It the maraschino is the act of preserving and sweetening the cherry in jars or whatever, in food coloring and sugar. Okay. So yeah, so when I think maraschino cherry, that's what I get. That's more SSA ripe cherry for me, where it's more like that. This might be more like a Luxardo or something, like a darker, like a maraschino black cherry is kind of what I'm getting, or like a Rainier, maybe like that darker.
It's the epitome of mid.
I've never had a Luxardo cherry though. I'm not paying $30 for a jar of cherries, so. Those are the old-fashioned ones that you get in an old-fashioned as a garnish?
Yeah. Or your milkshake.
Sorry, it's $20. $20 for a jar.
But how much is normal cherries, though? Like the same amount?
So, like, great value maraschino cherries in a jar, you can get a 2-pack for $7. A single jar of Luxardo maraschino cherries is $20. So that's what I mean. They're not meant to be used other than as like a garnish to an old fashioned, or I don't know if you're getting a milkshake with that in it. Like I imagine that would be really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like with actual blended cherries or something. Because I mean, this one from Target brand one is $3. You know.
Yeah, but that's Target.
You can get a number 10 can case for $100. You know.
There's Happy Hippie.
Anyways. So that's what I was. So maraschino isn't the brand. It's like, yeah. So this is more. This definitely. It's okay. I think it is a bit weak. I didn't push it. I'm doing it at 2%.
Doesn't go
I
anywhere.
feel like it could go like every cherry. If you go too high with it, it could start going off. It's no real body to it either.
Yep. It's kind of like cherry flavored water. Have you ever had
for me,
like?
It's like juicy cherries, but it's darker.
No, I don't even get any kind of depth. It's literally like you added cherry flavored water, where it just tastes like water with a little bit of like someone with just ate cherries and was breathing in your face while you drank water. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I get.
Yeah, that's like how we used to describe the OG VSO flavors.
It's like you drove past a cherry LaCroix factory with your window down.
It's even lighter than that. Like at least your car.
I'm getting flavor.
Really?
Yeah, it's
like juicy. It's just accenty, and there's no body to it. It's on the. Yeah, Fiddy. Maraschino needs to be sweet as fuck and syrupy. SSA ripe cherry. That's pretty much why I go for that one, because that's the one that I want for my cherry pie or topping or milkshakes or whatever. But anyways, I'll do the mascarpone here.
Go ahead
and do that one, because I got to get going. I got to eat breakfast and shit. But
go ahead.
Let me drip that one in.
I didn't get this one. I financially couldn't, and I figured I wouldn't like it. And I'm kind of glad after trying the cherry. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, reconnected.
I actually quite like that one. The cherry mascarpone is one that I will grab and mix with. It's a little bit softer, again, at 2%.
It's got more body to it. It's still top notes, the cherry top notes. A little bit tart. I quite like that one a bit. I'm calling it cherry mascarpone. I don't know. I'd still think you'd want to build it out, but this would layer probably really well between, like in a cheesecake, and with another cherry. That's closer to like ripe cherry, as in the flavor of it, or red cherry mulberry. It's got more of that like straight middle of the road red cherry kind of vibe. I like that one a lot more.
Huh. That makes me sad.
Hey, bro. My kids say hi to Fiddy.
Hey, bro. But all right, man. Thank you so much.
Buddy. Yeah.
I appreciate it. You made the stream, because it would have sucked with me. I think I have like 5 or 10.
Oh, it is what it is. I didn't realize I was missing that many, but
I know, right? But you have a good day. I'll talk to you soon.
You too, boss. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you later. See you Wednesday.
Not too bad off Facebook. Facebook was okay. Let me bring me back. Hello. Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much, Sam. Definitely. Yeah, it would have sucked if it was just me. I don't like cherries. I don't have too much. Let's change this. I thought this was kind of adorable. You know, a little date with a cherry pie. You know what I'm saying? Let me just go through any other ones I have, which I don't think, but you know, you never know with these backos. Why are they like this? Oh, that's why. Let me go back. Boom, boom. I want to make sure. I'm pretty sure everything is done, but you know me, I have weird flavors every now and then. Cherry Cavendish, I have went over it on one of the Noted episodes. Can't remember too much, but to sum up Sticks mixes, they're kind of light. You got to do them a little bit up there, right? But they're once you get them to the percentage that you like, they're very authentic, very accurate to what they're supposed to be in most instances. Out of all the cherries, this is definitely, you know, the lower of the rank, though. And I think that's the only other random one I have. No, I don't have that one. Cherry limeade, I would love if I could get it. That's it. The only other one that we forgot to go over was Cherry Maraschino VSO. I don't see it here for some reason. Maybe we passed it, but in my opinion, the only maraschino that's good that I've had out of the 2 or 3 is VSO. It just is the closest to the real thing. It has you have to push it up, and I'm pretty sure it has a raw now, but it matches the syrupiness, because essentially, like what I was saying is like maraschino cherries are essentially cherries that have just been sitting in juice, you know what I mean? Like some kind of syrup. I don't know. I'm not going to Google it, but that's what it is. It's just syrupy, almost jam-like cherry. And it matches that pretty authentic. You get the syrupiness, and the flavor of the syrup is a very distinct kind of flavor. It's in Shirley Temples, right? Shirley Temples, is that what it was called? It's in one of those sissy drinks. No offense. And yeah, that is the best one out of the maraschino, or however the hell you say. You know me, I can't speak. I can barely speak English. And yeah, that's it. So let's make sure that I have next week's picture up. I think I did it. I'm not sure. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember doing anything after Oh yeah, it's pineapple. Okay. So we have pineapple coming up May 7th, Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Pineapple. This is an easy episode, unless it's going to get, you know, there's probably a lot more options than what we're used to. There you go. So see, that's a good variety of options that you have to choose from. So feel free to do that. ELR, I'm just going to assume, has a forum, of course, that you can join. But is there a new May mixers thing? It's gonna be May. Okay, that's not gonna help me. That's it? Okay. Well, last month there was the April's mix-along. I'm assuming there will be a May one soon. Let's see. It was released on April 1st. I don't know. Am I not seeing it right? I guess they haven't done it. Well, if they do, we'll talk about it. I don't know. Have you guys done it yet? New one today, later. There you go. You heard it first. From Fitty. I'm going to link you to the ELR forums, one of the best places to get information. Go sign up. It's free. It doesn't cost any money. You can give them $10 and they'll get rid of the ads, or you can just download an ad blocker. So make sure to go join that forum. They've been giving away, what is it, $25 gift cards to either BCF or NOM, something like that. So, and it's free. I don't know how much I can say. Like, it's free to enter. You just got to show, your creativity. So join that link right there. And then you can check out later today. You can see if you won as well. If you like what you saw today with me struggling with the audios, I apologize. You can go to my ELR. Why? How did it go up $1? What? That's weird. But anyways, you can go here, and you can come to the Taco Squad. There's other tiers. You don't need to do that. The Taco Squad is just kind of a monthly payment, or you can do like a one-time thing, as well as you can go to my Venmo if you want. I mean that's on Facebook. Go to our Facebook as well. Let me go over to it. I can't wait for this rain. It's gonna come later tonight. That's me. I want to go here. Don't friend me. Only aliens, okay? And I know you're not an alien. Weirdo. Anyways, come here. You can join here. All right. It's not really active. It's more of a news kind of thing. Well, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Well, it's not a give, essentially a raffle. Okay, not a contest. Okay, sorry, don't get competitive. Okay, it goes on the spinny. Okay, you're gambling. Okay. Anyways, you can go to the Facebook. You can follow us on here, and this is where it just kind of gives us more information. Oh, we hit 100 followers. Wow. That's kind of cool. But yeah, you can find out more information, as well as, most importantly, we got a Discord now, which I kind of like. It's in the pinned link, but of course I'll share it right now in case you're lazy. But yeah, you can go out there and say hi, talk about stuff, talk about hardware, talk about music, talk about life, talk about whatever. I don't care. What else is there? Is that it? Yeah, you don't forget you can go to Reddit eJuice. We have our own kind of thread in there that I post to, but this is another good spot for a whole bunch of info as well. I think that's it. Am I forgetting something? No, I think that's it, guys. So yeah, Mixer's Almanac Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. this Wednesday, and then next week. What is next week? It is the episode that has been delayed for a while. Thank you, Fitty. A good reason to be delayed. But it's going to be a mango episode, and it's probably going to be a long episode. So strap in, because I like mangoes. And before entering the DIY world, I thought most commercial recipes kind of sucked and didn't taste like mangoes, except for one, which was squeezed, which was about as boring as being at the DMV with no phone. Or book, or anything. You just sit there and wait to be called. Minimum of an hour. Pretty boring. But luckily, when I entered the DIY world, I guess a notification went out. We need better and more mangoes, and there's some good ones, there's some shitty ones. I have luckily filtered out a ton because of ID10T. You can check out the Noted OG episode, fantastic episode. But I'll go over all the weird ones I have, all the new ones I have, and yeah, it'll be fun. But that's that. I don't got anything else to say. I don't have to make anything, which is always nice. Yeah. So let's see. Let's do the intro, which is this thing. Let's change it over to a nice one. Where are you? Where is that one? I like that one. I don't even know if you can. Where did it go? Is it this one? It might be this one. Let's see. No, I want. Where's my my guy? There he is. All right. I like this one. Anyways, that's that. I don't really have much to say. I gotta get on with my day. I'm tired, y'all. Working, getting to, a lot of work. End of the month for us, man, gets busy. 2 weeks, but all of last month we were busy. It was like December. I was like, is it a holiday? What the hell? It's April. No one does anything in April. It's Easter, and that's it. There's not even Mother's Day or Father's Day. What are you guys doing? But I guess everyone goes on vacation. And then they all come back at the same time. And they're hungry. Cloud Nerds? Cloud Nerds is really... So, weird thing about Cloud Nerds is it has 2 good recipes and the rest are kind of garbage. But the one thing I noticed about one of their most famous one, I think it was like Blue Raz Lemon or Blue Raz Peach. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Is my ex. This is like 6-7 years ago now. My ex was like, yo, that thing stinks. And when you leave the room and you come back, you're like, holy shit, it does. But Cloud Nerds, they had 2 good recipes. To me, they're kind of like a worse version of High Drip. If you want a good, solid commercial rind that's going to have dual flavors, super sweet, nothing crazy. High Drip, HIDRIP, pretty good. Twist, I don't know if they suck though now, because Twist had a lot of recipes that had to get changed because of flavors that disappeared. Oh, the Blue Raz Lemon? I think it was Blue Raz Peach that I liked. There was a Blue Raz Lemon. I think that's a newer one. But I can see the Blue Raz that they use is a weird one. It's like a good raspberry, a blue raspberry, but the thing is they pushed it so high that it starts giving you kind of off notes. But it's not terrible. But yeah, other ones are flavor. High Drip is a lot more solid. They have a really delicious strawberry honeydew. Really good. And that was, I mean, hey, Session. Thanks for joining us. We're done, but I don't care. Thanks for joining. We actually showed your notes on ELR. We were talking about, man, I really wish they had the date and the time so we could see if these are old notes, new notes, right? And then you're like 5 minutes later, your notes come up and it has it has the date on them. And I'm like, see, there you go. And you did it in 2020, by the way, and retested it in 2020 a month later. Pretty cool. No, it's all right, man. My show's replaying. I had so many audio issues. Anytime I tried to do like, the group thingy. It's just so hard to get everything aligned. Zoom was the best, but the problem is Zoom costs money. And I'm like, right now I'm trying to be smart with the money. And it's like, bro, we don't need Zoom necessarily, but it definitely made the audio a little bit better. It's whatever. As long as the information gets out, as well as now I'm trying to get as much avenues filled, ELR forum, Discord, Reddit, Facebook, as many options for people to socialize with us. Not meaning Denoted and Sam, Linda. I mean the community. So yeah, I understand replay value. I don't care how many people, as long as they're benefiting from it, The audio is just, I'm sorry, I don't have thousands of dollars of equipment. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even have hundreds of dollars of equipment, all right? It is what it is, man. More money for flavors, right? I don't have money for those either. But I'm okay. I have so many flavors. It's stupid. Way too many flavors. Don't get too many flavors. You don't need all these flavors, okay? You can be happy with 100. You can be happy with 500. You don't need a couple thousand. You don't need it. You can want it, though. And the community is here to help you filter out from getting those thousands of flavors. Because, a lot of us is trial and error with ordering, Like it looks good, let me get it, But if we can warn others of the potential and likelihood of it being crappy, it's good. And that's it. Let me change to the pineapple. Can I get that? I'm starting to get the hang of OBS. I still suck. You know, I'm getting old, guys. I'm turning into a boom boom. You know what I'm saying? What do they call it? The boomsticks? I'm turning into the boomsticks. But if it's a contest to have the most, I just want to see y'all storage. Like, unless you have a giant, like, you need a room. You know what I mean? Like, I have a part, but you need a whole damn room. You know what I mean? Like, just like bookshelves upon bookshelves. I could probably live off of, like, I know the joke is I use the same 2 flavors, but I could probably live off of like 10 flavors and I'd be okay. It does. It makes it a little complicated, and honestly, I think sometimes the simplicity is overlooked. Sometimes simplicity just gets the job done with recipes. You know, a lot of these clones, we just overthink it. Like, as long as we get close, who cares? As long as you like it better. Yeah, that's the thing though, Mike, is don't worry. If it's a hobby for you, collect. You know, like, if you have the means and the money to do it, who cares? And based off what you said you do earlier, I would think you have enough money to, you know, drop a little bit on a couple flavors out now and then. But I gotta be smart. I used to have that ability. I was, you know, we were getting help as well, which helped a lot. That can't even be said, like how much that helped. But, you know, it's a lot of money. It adds up. See, my problem is, why do I have to be such an expensive guy? Like, why do I need to like Favora and Innerwear? Like, why do I need to like the $30, $40, $50, 120 mils? Why? Why couldn't I just be satisfied with TPA sweet tea and just buy a gallon and just 10% all day? You know? No. I gotta like Guanabana. Really? It's messed up. Okay, Guanabana is like 32, and then I like Favora Mango. Have you seen Favora Mango? 120 milliliters. What? I'm paying that much for a mango top note. It's sad. It really is. Why couldn't I like TPA? Why do I hate? Well, I don't hate, but why am I mean to Capella? I need to appreciate those $3 30 mils. Thank you, Capella. Biddy, what? Oh, you can curse? What the heck? Oh, let me fix that. You can fucking curse up the standard monitor. There you go. Curse up, buddy. Biddy, I don't want to. The community can give me, and I'm fine with that. Like, give me money, send me stuff. I'm fine with that. I never want to win something over the community. Does that make sense? If there's a contest, to give away a raffle, I don't want to be the one that has thousands of flavors and then I'm winning that. Does that make sense? I wouldn't feel good in that. Now, if you want to give me $25 right now, I'd be like, yes, thank you, Fitty. But if you were going to say, hey, there's a chance for everyone in chat to win it, and I'm going to take 25 from Mike, a newer mixer, no, I don't like that. So I'm okay. And I understand people do it, you know, the fun, yada yada, but I don't want to win. Also, I suck. I'm not a good mixer. I'm just a good mixer for myself. That is true. Whatever keeps you off the smokies. Thanks, hippie. Those are really good choices. The one thing I love about SSA Milky is a lot of times when you try as a strawberry mute to get the cream in there, you can't get it, but Milky Strawberry just does it right. And then Capella, no, I don't need, I mean, rent did go up. I don't know. If you want to just donate to, or join Patreon or something, I don't know. Like, I want to earn anything that I get in the community. That's how my dad raised me. He's like, yeah, don't gamble, work for your money, you know? So y'all can do whatever y'all want. I have the Patron and the Venmo if you want, but no, life's tough. Things are going to happen in the next couple months. They're not going to affect you per se. But that will allow me to save up money. Oh, Mike. Damn. Sorry, Mike. It's brutal, man. And the sad thing about this, guys, is we quit and we don't know. We don't know if we quit in time. You understand? That's good. Oh, well, geez, you're new. I'm doing mango next week. Saturday. Next Saturday. It's going to be fun. I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. You know what? That is something that I could create. Thank you. You just gave me a beautiful idea that is often overlooked. Let us add, where could we put this that wouldn't be offensive? Text channels, voice channels, arts and entertainment, that doesn't sound right. Let's add a text channel 988 slash, let's just name it 988 slash place to talk. And we'll edit channel. Need some help from a community that cares. Reach out to here. Or check your local, what is it called? Your local not local. Reach out, check here for your local hotlines. Hotlines? Or just need a place to vent. Have added. Oh, no, not have. Oh, no. Have added. Can I put an ear? Can I put an ear? How do I put an ear? I want to have at it. No, have at it sounds weird. We are here for you. Exclamation. Say changes. Boom. That's a great idea. Not a lot of places for people to talk, especially men's. How do I end the event? Let's end the event. All right. And then let's go to YouTube. Look at me learning. Look at me. I'm being a functional adult. The caffeine has hit me. All right, so the next live is going to be the pineapple, as I said. Who's a pineapple under the sea? I don't know, because we're not in the sea. We're in the ocean. The ocean events. Create event. Oh, this is fun. Somewhere else. New location or link. Paste. Next. When is it? Wednesday is the, oh yeah, Cinco de Mayo coming up, man. Start time is at 8:30 p.m. and then it ends usually around like 10:30. We'll just put it at 11. Who cares? Does not repeat. Upload cover image. Boom, boom. Why can't you do the whole thing? That's good. What? What's your event? TMA pineapple. Next, create event. There we go. All right. And, oh, okay, yeah, I got it. Okay. Back here. What is chat saying? All right. Of course, Mike. We're here to actually listen or read, I guess, in this instance. Wait, what can't you find in say? Yeah, Green Joy is yeah. I don't think anything comes close. I mean, for, you know, pistachios. Yeah, don't forget, Mother's Day is May 11th, next Sunday. Hang in there. Oh no, I was talking about Favora. 120 is like, what, 30, 40? But I'm assuming Duo is expensive too. Or Dume, whatever. Let me get some light music going. Hold on. Gonna be loud and then quiet. Turn it down right here. There we go. I just want to listen to music. But yeah, don't forget to join here. Tons. Look at all this stuff. Look at all that. All that. You can do all that. Okay? Video games. All right? Hardware. Okay? Food. Okay? All the links, you know? The links go. Where do they go? They're down. Wait, no, TMA. Right here. I forgot to click that one. Live link video. So that one's up. So then the next one. Oh, I literally copied it, didn't I? It's right here. Yay. All right. That's it. It's almost 2 o'clock, y'all. Let the beat come in, okay? Let it come in, okay? Yeah, if you can get more, let me know. Or maybe not. Find out next Saturday. But if you can get more, let me know. I'll tag along like it's SA, except good flavors. Or maybe not good flavors. Maybe I just want to hurt. No, maybe I just want to torture myself. Yeah, if I remember, Dume, from what I heard, is kind of, it's like below Inawera, right? Like $2, 15 or something. Well, shout out to him, Mike. At least you had a good friend. Good friends are hard to come by. And you realize that as you get older. Like, friends just don't come by. They come by and then they're gone, you know? And not like they're just out of your life. They're, you know? So when you have a friend that's been there through his, you know, to the end of his life, that's a good friend, man. Not a lot of people get that. A handful of friends I got that are that old, you know? Yeah, that's a good friend, man. You know how you can tell a friend? When you're in the hospital, when you need a ride to the airport, or when you need to move. That's a good friend. I ain't helping you do any of them. I'll help you go to the hospital, for sure. But the airport? Nah. I'll pay for your Uber, brother. I'll pay for your Uber. I ain't going to... I hate airplanes. I mean, I love airplanes. I hate airports. I have a hatred for airports. If I could just immediately teleport to the plane and then prepare for liftoff, because I want to feel that, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty cool. I don't want to wait in lines with a whole bunch of stinky people, a whole bunch of loud sounds, crappy food smells, and I can't bring a bottle? I have to chug my water here in line? It's terrible. 15 years. Yeah, I'll have to do it in August. I'm just gonna U-Haul it. Exactly, Session. Honestly, it's getting to the point where it's almost impossible. Just, you know, life is so hectic and busy. Sorry, I'm just kind of jamming out, so. Sorry if the music's a little too loud. Yeah. For me, it's time. I don't have time. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as I get off, back to doing stuff. By the way, I don't know if you guys know. I freaking love this song. I don't know. It just speaks to me. I don't know. Like, calms my soul. It's like water or something. But yeah. Eddie, thank you for always doing the timestamps. You're a good person. Don't worry, you'll find it, or you'll order 3 bottles of it before you find it. That's why I have 4 bottles of TPA brown sugar. I don't even know why I have that many. I think I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, click. Or maybe got free sample from BCF, I don't know. Don't forget to support Bull City Flavors and Nom Noms. And if you're in Canada, DIY juice. Support local or country. What? I don't know. Support. They have candy at BCF now? Or is it like candy makers? What do you mean new sugars and sweeteners? Corn. What the heck? BCF, look at you. Extra sweet, they got Neotame. They got the super sweet. They got Perillium super sweet. What? They have super sweetener TFA? Are these? I don't remember all these. One of the best VGPGs. Let me see. New arrivals. Bring it in. Bring it in. Let's see. Newest item. Where do you see candy? Candy. Flavor packs? Oh, was that it? No. Click here to browse our flavor directory. Am I unable to read? Do you guys buy that candy from Bull City? I thought it was weird. Who's leaving?
And the first thing I want us to understand
See, Fitty?
is that
That's what I did, Mike. I used to do that all the time. What are you talking about? Ooh. Yeah, I don't see what you're talking about. Wouldn't be surprised. Alright, guys. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna eat and get things done. So y'all have a good night, good day, good weekend. I'll see you Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time for balls. And then next week, we will do, what am I doing again? Mango. I mean, if there was an episode meant for me, it'd have to be up there, right? It's like mango, pineapple, and electric blue. You know what I mean? Thank you for joining session. Happy Biddy. Mike, pleasure meeting you. Please join on Wednesday. I'd love to see you start doing some of those mixing things we do on TMA. And it's not a contest. It's nothing. It's just kind of a showcase. And everyone else that joined. Ronald, I know you were there a little bit. You always listening. I think that's, and thank you to my friend Sammy joining. I know, he was with his family and all that. Took time to do it. And honestly, this episode would have been crappy without Sam, because he's like the cherry guy. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be, but I guess I'm the guanabana guy. He's the cherry guy. Okay? And then I'm the weird guy. Anyways, either one works. I like being the weird guanabana mango funky guy. Like, why am I chasing funk? I don't know. I like it. Have you seen the price of tropical fruits? They're expensive. They got to get imported. I'm not paying for that. I'll just breathe it. I don't have anything else to say. That was my vent. Yeah, have a good weekend. Yep, that's it. Awkward wave. Wait, wrong hand. Bye. Click. Oh no, you can still hear me though. Well, it was nice meeting you. We're not starting soon. Just kidding. Soursop is good. I would say guanabana, cherry moya, soursop. Even though they're the same thing, right? Essentially. Anyways, music from Zigzag. Another one of my friends. Known him for like 20 years. He's cool. Anyway. Later. Love y'all. Be safe. Don't forget the Patron. Not the Patron, the Discord. Join the Discord. Don't worry about the Patron. Join the Discord. Or the Patron. Don't drink Patron. Join Patron. I'm not hitting end stream. You don't tell me what to do. Watch this. I do this. Oh no. No, you don't even get to fix it. Body. Zigzag. Here it comes, Fiddy.